The strongest man in the room is the one no one can emotionally move. What do I mean by this? You have to realize that anything that goes on outside of yourself, you cannot control, right? Look, if you can't control it, if you can't control the outcome of this or that, why put all your efforts into emotionally getting upset about it, right? If you literally can't control it, do not give, like, if something can move your mood, if something can move how you feel, you're giving power to that thing. I used to struggle with this the most, right? I could go through hard shit, like in real, cause I'm in sales, right? But in real life, I could go through hard shit. I can get knocked on my ass, get back up. I could just go through anything hard and just be, I'm good, cause my mindset, right? I'm really disciplined, right? I can go to the gym consistently. Even when I wasn't seeing progress, I would still show up consistently, right? I work on my business consistently, right? I go through hardship, I beat it consistently, right? But recently, because I'm in sales as well, recently in sales, it's like I just had to let go of my ego because in the field, I would get told no, right? And it would hurt my pride, it would hurt my ego, or like I would get ignored, right? And I would get emotional like a little girl. And I had to realize, as a man, I'm not supposed to be overly emotional. I'm logical. Like, I just didn't know what was going on because I'm so used to going through hardship and, you know, mental turmoil. And I literally put myself through hard things to build my mindset. So I just genuinely did. I couldn't understand. And I came to the realization that you must control your ego and you can't give power to others over yourself, right? Caring what others think about you, moving a certain way because of what others think about you, getting upset or sad because of something someone else did that's out of your control. That's unstoic. That's unstoic. You always want to keep the power to yourself and God, right? Never give your power to someone else over your emotions because that'll literally affect everything in your life. It's a compounding effect, right? And then if you get consistent with it, man, you guys already know what I say. Consistency compounds, right? So just hold your frame, stay stoic, stay unmovable, right? Now to build your stoicism, I say practice, right? How do you practice? Watch TikToks, as dumb as it sounds, watch TikToks, right? You wanna get reoccurring, reoccurring sentences, reoccurring thoughts of stoicism in your mind until your subconscious picks up on it and it gets like locked in your brain. And then it's just a part of your mindset and you're just thinking about, boom, you can't move me, you cut me off in traffic, I don't care. You just yelled at me, I don't care. You just told me fuck you, I don't care. You wanna leave me, I don't care. You don't wanna be friends anymore, I don't care. Right? Anything that's going on outside of you, outside of events that you cannot control, once you master stoicism, once you accept stoicism into your brain, into your mindset, the word is yours, right? So what I say is to train up your stoicism, TikTok, YouTube, shit, for all my older guys or ladies on here who watches me, Facebook, Instagram Reels, books, right? Books especially, right? Or you could even go online and look up Marcus Aurelius, quotes, tweets, not tweets, obviously he's not alive anymore. Rest in peace to him, but look online, look for best Marcus Aurelius quotes, right? Get a Marcus Aurelius book from Amazon, right? Amazon has everything and anything you can think of. Ask ChatGPT how to be more stoic, right? But you also want to practice how you play. So, as you're learning stoicism, as you're letting your ego, you don't want to kill your ego, right? Ego drives man to far places, but control it. You need to have it somewhat controlled because when your ego gets hurt, then your ego has to go against stoicism. Like if your ego gets hurt and stoicism over here, your emotions are in the middle, your ego is speeding towards your, emotions. Stoicism is slowly coming, but if it's in your mindset, it's gonna come. So you'll be emotional for about 2-3 minutes, boom, snap out of it, stoicism. All right. Now, why is stoicism so important as a man? Stoicism is so important as a man because as a man, you must provide, right? And your life will not be easy. I don't know why society tries to lie to us, talking about life's gonna be easy as a man, this, that, and the third, right? As soon as you're born as a man, you have no value. As a woman, you have all the value in the world. As soon as you're 18, as a man, no one gives a fuck about you. As a woman, you have all the options in the world, right? So just really think about this. Think about why stoicism is important, right? Just think about why stoicism is important, right? Say you go through mental hardship, you need stoicism. Say a girl cheats on you, you need stoicism. Emotional men are dangerous. Emotional men are dangerous. School shooters, emotional. Yeah, school shooters, emotional. Men who get into fights and aren't getting paid for it, emotional. Men who crash out, emotional. Let's see. Men who commit domestic abuse, emotional. And what does this all stem down to? This stems down to Stoicism, right? Now, Stoicism also applies to the gym because you need to realize when you first start the gym or when you're first bulking up, you will not see any progress for the longest time, right? You will not see progress. Man, when I first started my gym journey, I was doing calisthenics every day for 6 months straight, every day, eating right, consistent. I wasn't bulking because I didn't know what that was at the time. I'll be honest, I won't lie to y'all. But I was consistently eating the right foods every day, just not in a caloric surplus because I didn't even know what that was at the time. But I was showing up for myself every day, doing my little, 10-minute, 30-minute workouts. It was calisthenics, so you didn't really have to do too much. But I would either do one YouTube video on it or I would do like two. Like I wouldn't make the YouTube video, I was just watching them from this guy named Bully Juice. He helped build the foundation of my physique, right? But 6 months. I was doing that every day for 6 months straight, right? Now, if I wasn't stoic during that process, do you guys think I would, be here today with this physique? No, for sure not. Why? Because I stuck with it. I had the discipline. I had the consistency. I didn't even have that. I just instilled it into myself. And I said, I will not lose. Or I will do whatever it takes to become successful. And I know being in shape helps you get there. So I'm going to do that as well. And God is telling me to build up my body, build up his vessel. So I'm going to listen to him as well. And I know it's really healthy to be in shape. And I want to be the best version of myself possible and inspire others. So I'm going to do this, right? As a man, your word is everything. As soon as you say something, you need to do it. All right, I'm about to go to the office right now, but I said I'm going to make this YouTube video today, this morning, after I talk to God, right? So I talked to God, and it came time to make this video, and I'm like, I just had that gnawing feeling like, no, I don't want to do this, bro. And I won't lie to y'all, I procrastinated for about 10, 15 minutes. No, not that long. I don't got that much time. I procrastinated for about, dang, was it really 10, 15 minutes? It really was. I really procrastinated that long, right? But my time is, when I do daily checklists, I have certain time slots for certain things because my day needs to be precise. My day needs to be precise, right? I look at my day as a big limit, right? Now, throughout the day, I set it up to where I'm squeezing it all day. I'm squeezing it all day. I'm squeezing it all day. That's why when nighttime comes, man, I'm tired and I'm fulfilled, baby. I'm tired and I'm fulfilled. I lay my head on that bed, fulfilled and tired, baby. Like, I'm talking about, I'd be so tired, I just lay on as soon as I lay on the bed, I'm asleep instantly, right? And if that's not happening to you, I mean, I'm sorry, brother, but you're not putting your all into every day. If you're not getting home, or if you're not home already from working on business or whatever you got going on to improve your life, and you're not tired instantly, like the bed isn't becoming attractive to you, like the bed isn't becoming magnetic to you, I don't think you put your all into every day, brother. I don't think you put your all into the whole day. Because every single day, I'm stupid tired. I'm stupid fulfilled every single day because I know I'm giving my all, right? I know I'm giving my all. So when it comes time to lay my head on that bed at night, God gives me that reward of, that amazing feeling of talking to him, of hitting the gym, of eating right, of doing everything I said I was going to do, inspiring others, being nice to my mother, things like that. He keeps tabs on those things, man. And then at the end of the day, it's like, okay, he did this, and he blesses you with that fulfillment. He blesses you with that instant knockout sleep so that you wake up the next morning on the same time you said you were going to wake up the day before. You wake up that same time the next morning. You're super consistent. Boom, fulfillment already, right? You want to stack wins throughout your day. Endorphins get released anytime you stack wins throughout your day. For instance, like I told y'all yesterday, I talked to God, I went to the gym, I worked on my business, I talked to my mom, I ate healthy, I got a haircut, I had a cool connection with my barber because he was Native American and Hispanic, so we started talking about and genuinely care about people, genuinely have an interest in people, right? Me and my barber, we started talking about how he's half Hispanic, half Native American. He was telling me about the reserves, he was telling me about his whole family, how they have casinos, like how Indians have gas stations, Native Americans have casinos in Cali. And also he was talking about how he did he's gonna start doing tattoos on people's heads and stuff like that. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. And he was just telling me how it's like a hair transplant thing or whatever, and how he's gonna get his own suite and start taking care of people who are losing their hair or whatever. But because I was asking him if he wanted to, wanted to be an entrepreneur, but he just wanted to do that. And I was like, respect. He was just telling about the money he can make in it, but he didn't really care too much about the money. And he more so cared about the fact of how he could serve others, right? And that's why I know God's going to bless him. I know he'll be successful, right? Those people like that are all-stars. People like that are all-stars. I'm an all-star. No one should have power over you and, disrupt your emotions. You should never move off emotion, only principle. So basically that's saying do what you say you're going to do no matter how you feel, right? Remain disciplined. I kid y'all not, guys. The moment you stop reacting and start observing is the moment everything changes. Remain stoic, guys. See y'all next time.